Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check it from Eduard. It's a part of their Royal Class series, and this time it features Tempest Mk.V. It's a dual combo kit in 1/48 scale, and here we have a commercial sample, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you will see in this video review. So first of all, box size is standard for this series. As you can see, it's a red box with golden imprint, and it is quite heavy, it is quite big. Here you can see comparison with my hand, and on the side we have all marking options which are included into this kit. So there are more than 10 as far as I remember. We can flip over here, so 14 markings. And here you can see all the features. So as I said, cartograph decals for 14 markings, 2 kits, and of course typical bonuses in form of resin and PE parts, and of course some masks. So we are going to open this kit and check everything closer. Just give me a second. It's a quite, I would say, sturdy box, surprisingly. They use different cardboard, and this is quite interesting. Space separation. So here we have plastic parts, and then on the bottom I guess we have also assembly manual and special book. So we will check everything one by one. Of course we will start with plastic, and then gradually we will move to the book and also to various bonuses. So because this is a dual combo kit, we are going to check only one of each. There is no need to show the same sprue again and again, I guess. So here we are starting with clear frame. Just give me a second. Let's zoom in. Now you should be able to see it. Here we have canopy parts. These are clear parts which are molded in an excellent quality. I would say it's a typical Eduard quality. And we have masks included here, so there is nothing to worry about. And of course you will be able to copy the open cockpit with these parts. So basically there is nothing to complain about. This is a nice offering in a standard kit. Next we go on with plastic bag, which is dedicated to 2 pairs of sprues. So just give me a second to open them. Here they are. Okay, we are going to start with fuselage parts. Here you can see first fuselage halves pair. Both are molded together with tail fin. We have standard external detailing, it means recessed panel lines and riveting, and we can actually zoom into one of them, and here you can check everything closer. It looks really impressive, and I think with careful painting you will be able to bring out these details. And if you flip it over, here inside you can notice that we have minor interior detailing, but no worries because all the internal components will be installed separately, and we also have PE parts here, so it should be nicely detailed even if you use what is given in the box. Next we have also wing parts, so just give me a second. So wing parts division is also standard for such aircraft kit. As you can see, 2 top halves and 1 bottom. We have flaps molded in, so you won't be able to retract them on your model, and flaps ailerons are molded separately, but external detailing looks really impressive. If we zoom in, here you can see riveting and recessed panel lines. They look amazing in my opinion. And if you flip it over, here inside you can notice some minor detailing of the wheel wells. We also have guiding pins for internal let's say alignment, and here note the wing edges, how they're designed so that they correspond with this part. Here you can see them all together. So everything looks good in my opinion, and it's just a matter of careful assembly and you have everything ready to go. Next we have quite interesting thing. I'll show you in a moment. So here we have plastic bag, and we have few tanks molded out of clear plastic. This is interesting solution, I would say. So let's open them and take a look. And again, because this is a dual combo set, we get this a few tanks in a pair. So I will show you only one. There is no need to show the same again and again. Here it is. Let's zoom in. Now you should be able to see it. So these are few tank halves. Actually, I'm a bit surprised where is another part. Just give me a second. Maybe it broke off, maybe not. Because here I have another one, and here you can see all parts in in place. Yeah, one half broke off, so no worries. You actually get everything intact. I mean, all the parts out of the box. But it's really surprising to see fuel tank molded out of clear plastic, I will repeat myself. And I wonder how it will influence the assembly process. Maybe you can do some build ideas with such parts. Okay. Next we continue with gray plastic sprues. So here we have various external elements. Let's place it like this. Just give me a second. We zoom out. And here we have two one-piece propellers. We have also propeller hubs, tail wings, also rudder. You can see elevators here, ailerons. Here you can see them one-piece parts. These are landing gear covers. So mainly external parts except of these cockpit walls. And here inside you can notice that on all necessary parts we have guiding elements, so it should be somewhat simple to combine them together, just as I said before, with fuselage parts. Okay. Next we continue with another pair of sprues, so again I'm showing you only one. This one is more concerned with minor bits, so I guess these parts will be used for landing gear and cockpit detailing. Here, for example, you can see cockpit floor. This is air intake radiators. And everything looks cool. As far as I remember, it should be relatively easy to assemble all this stuff together as long as you pay attention to assembly manual, because there are some things which should be installed in a distinct order, otherwise you won't be able to get them into the right spot. And last gray plastic sprue is dedicated to various external bits. What I am looking at the moment is the tires detailing, because here, unusual feature for plastic kits, we have writings on the tire walls, because usually we see such feature on resin sets. Here we get it in plastic kit. Also here you can see cockpit wall, and what else? Here we have wheel rims. Of course, if you would like to have the better detailing of landing gear wheels and better detailing of cockpit, you can get resin replacement, but here we get it out of the box. I mean wheels, of course, not the cockpit. Cockpit you have to invest into separate brass inset, but we have whole bunch of resin parts, so two sets of resin wheels. We also have the special bars here, exhaust stacks here, and these parts are designed for use with two models, so it won't be like you get parts only for one and that's all. And as far as you can see, we only get two different types of wheels, so as you can see, 4 spoke and 5 spoke, and here I can bring it closer so that you can see that we have really nice external detailing here. We have also weight load imitation, so it's a decent offer out of the box, and you don't have to pay extra for this stuff. You get it out of the box, so it's a definite advantage of this kit, because some modelers can't live with standard plastic wheels. They would like to use resin no matter what scale. I know several people like this, so it might be handy for them as well. Next we go on with various bonuses. These are more or less typical for Eduard, so here we have several PE threads, and some might be surprised that we have 3 PE threads. That's because you can copy the 3 different versions. It's Series 1, Series 2 and also TT5, so that's why we have 3 PE threads, but definitely you will be able to copy only one version of each, and because we have 2 kits, so 2 out of 3. But still, this is a nice Eduard product. I mean, PE parts, this is something Eduard is famous for, so that's why there is no point to be worried about. And here we have mask sheet, which is pre-cut, so you will be getting here masks for the canopy and for wheels. Also quite handy bonus, which should speed up the assembly process. And on the bottom of the box we have large decal sheet. Let's zoom out a bit. Now you should be able to see it. So let's open it. Just give me a second. Okay. This is a really big decal sheet, but it's only one. And here we have everything necessary for 14 marking options, as you remember. Let's zoom out even more. Now you should be able to see it. Printing quality looks fine. As you remember, it is printed in cartograph, and also here we have cockpit decals, so in case you are not fan of PE parts you can use decals, but it would be really strange in my opinion. And we have stencils, as I said. We have also a number in here. There is no segmentation unfortunately, but I think it's not such a huge issue. And next we go on with assembly manual. So this is a special assembly manual for Royal Class Edition. As you can see here we have short history note, then we continue with parts map, assembly process starts with pilot seat, then we continue with cockpit, we join fuselage halves together, here we assemble wing parts together, next we continue with joining fuselage together with wing, and note that there are special designations on which depending on which marking you choose, so be aware of this because it will depend on which version of the aircraft you choose, and it's really important because there are some minor features which will be different between these versions. Here you can see the masks application guide. Next we go on with marking guides for 14 marking options. These are more or less classic British camouflages in my opinion. So as you can see, there are several of them. Next we continue with more interesting because they carry various nose signs. They also carry different propeller hubs, different colored. Here we have silver aircraft, and here we have also aircraft, quite interesting one from September 1952. This is a school aircraft. And as you can see, it has quite interesting bottom marking. And here we have also stenciling guide for this kit. But that's not all. As you remember, on the bottom we had special book which is dedicated to this famous aircraft. So just give me a second. I'll show it to you. That's what actually adds weight to the today's edition. And as you can see, it is wrapped into special plastic bag. So I'm going to cut through it, and the main point about this book is that you can't get it separately, so if you would like to read it you have to get this Royal Class Edition. And it is printed as a soft cover, quite thick one. Here we have various information about this famous aircraft, a lot of marking guides, profiles and black and white photos. This will be handy for your build ideas and weathering ideas, maybe even for diorama projects. So as you can see, quite important stuff, which is also printed in English. This is quite unusual thing for Eduard because usually they do books in Czech language, but here we have English language, so it will be interesting for everybody in my opinion. In total there are 112 pages, so really cool publication. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such book. Write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you as usual in the next video review. Bye!